Okay, this tablet just has a mind of its own. But look, this is what we're going to do. Okay, somebody wanted to know about the cell salts. Okay, this is something that they don't want out. But they allow it because the people that join, in order to learn, you got to put the material in the brain to remember shit. That's exactly right. I have enough material for these secret society shit that gives you a certain fucking itemized list of shit to eat and what leaves to eat to make you remember the shit easier. Yeah. And what we're going to do is just look at migraines. Because Lady Doo-Doo is pushing whatever that shit is for migraines. And I was looking into it, and it said I was diagnosed with migraine, and I was like, what the fuck? You listen, I'm going to read this, and then we'll read some stuff. Listen, if you have migraine, listen to how fucking 5-year-old this is. If you have migraines or family history of migraines, a specialist trained in treating headaches, not curing them, known as a neurologist, just full of shit, will likely diagnose. Gnosis and die has to do with that, spiritual mysteries. Migraines based on your medical history, symptoms in a physical and neurological examination. Well, let's just look at what the fuck that is. A neurologist is a medical specialist. In the diagnosis and treatment of disorders of the nervous system. A neurologist who studies brain. Okay. And it's funny, it says a magnetic resonance imaging scan, magnetic field. It is disgusting because, let me stay on point. But basically this is that if you have this fake shit, it's because you never have had the material in your brain. And for two, you were never meant to be looking at. Are you kidding me? The average person probably watches their gadget at least 4 hours a day. Okay? That alone is going to cause a headache. Just that. And then you tie in all the fucking energy drinks, the caffeine, the sugars, the pills. You know, that's what I'm saying. You don't drink water, you don't eat right. You know, but as long as you say, I think I've got migraine. That's not a real thing. Yeah, it is. It's not. You're a fucking slave. You're a dumb shit. So we're going to look at this from the salts. It says nothing need to be said under this head, as the intelligent reader will see at glance that a deficiency in any one or more of the salts may produce a headache. Caliphos, that's the main one that I've screamed at the mountaintops, is indicated in those purely nervous headaches resulting from overstrain of the mental faculties of great exertion of the mind. Headaches of pale, irritable, or excitable persons, headache followed by exhaustion, headaches of students and those worn out by fatigue when no gastric symptoms are present. The tongue is frequently coated brownish yellow like stale mustard, bad breath. That's a deficiency of a salt. And then you go and get shit that don't even work. And then your body does it by itself, then it shuts down again. You're crazy. I'm an Ahriman spirit. I don't know how to look up. I'm not going to listen to you. These fucking gadgets have me, man. It says pains and sensation of weight in the back of the head with weariness and exhaustion. Add ferrum phos. And if I say these, you'll be like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, that's what you got to take. Nervous headaches with inability for thought, loss of strength, sleeplessness, etc. Better under cheerful excitement. Gentle motion relieves. Headache with weary, empty feeling at pit of stomach, associated with or the precursor of bilious troubles. Then you need to take Nat Sulf. See, this is when you do have a headache though, there's also something going on down here, because it's sending a signal to the throne of God, to the head of the church, the body of Christ. Hey, I messed up. Call a doctor. We're going to go get pills that don't even work. But in our fucking head, they do. Yeah, y'all need to go watch Matchstick Men. Neuralgic headache with nervous symptoms, humming in the ears, etc. And then this one would be for Ferrum Foss. Headaches which can be traced to an inflammatory state or a relaxation of the muscular walls of the blood vessels of the head, allowing an engorgement to take place. Headache with bruising, pressing, stitching pains, worse on movement or by stooping. Congestive headache, red-faced and suffused redness of eyes. Throbbing headache from rush of blood to the head. Cold applications relieve by reducing the congestion. Blind, sick headache with vomiting of undigested food. Scalp sore and tender to the touch. Headaches from gouty predisposition. Alternate Nat Sulph and Ferrum Foss. Effects of sun heat or excessive cold. If the tongue is coated, alternate with the remedy indicated by the color. Now this one is Cali Myrrh. Headaches with sluggish action of the liver, white or grayish white coating of the tongue, vomiting or hawking of milk white mucus, etc. Requires Cali Myrrh. Nat Myrrh. Dull, heavy headaches with profusion of tears from a derangement of the sodium chloride molecules. Watery discharges from eyes and nose, excessive secretion of saliva, frequently associated with constipation and torpor of the bowels, headache with drowsiness, unrefreshing sleep, or vomiting of water, transparent fluids, headaches of girls at puberty or with irregular menstruations, with characteristic symptoms of this remedy such as drowsiness, stupor, and watery secretions. Headaches which are generally worse in the morning or disappearing with the sun. Now these are Cali Sulph. Headaches which grow worse in a heated room and in the evening and are better in cool open air. This is Mag Foss. Neuralgic headache with excruciating, stinging, shooting, darting pains, intermittent or paroxysmal in character. Headache when heat relieves and cold aggravates. Rheumatic headache when very severe. Nervous headache with sparks before the eyes and the optical defects. Headache with spasmodic crampy pains, worse from draughts of cold air. This is Calcium Foss. Headache with cold feelings in the head and the head feels cold to the touch. Alternate with Ferrum Foss. Pains are worse from hot or cold applications. Headache with the creeping coldness and numbness of the head. Neuralgic headache if Mag Foss fails to give relief. Nat Sulph. Headaches when they are caused or accompanied by bilious symptoms, which is, I think this was in the other one, but this is longer a little. Sick headache with any of the above symptoms or colicky pains and diarrhea headaches with giddiness, vertigo, and dullness. Violent pains at base of brain or on the top of the head. Note also color of tongue with bilious symptoms. Nat Foss. Headache after taking thick sour milk. Now this is older. That must be something. Note, much has been said in regard to this symptom. A strange symptom. But in our opinion, Dr. Waller is fully established in his opinion when she explains that lactic acid is in excess in such milk. Okay. And Nat Foss is the salt which decomposes lactic acid. Alright, so Nat Foss is what you need to break the shit down. No, keep drinking it. Yeah, you need it. Vitamin D. Yeah. It don't break down. Your body doesn't break down nothing. This is what I'm saying. I'm sure people in the medical industry should be going, because there for a minute we were just fucking counting them off. Alright. It decomposes lactic acid. Headache on the crown of the head on awakening in the morning with moist yellow creamy coating on the back of the part of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Headache with acid, sour rising or vomiting of sour, watery transparent fluids, frontal and occipital headaches. That's just hit me. Severe pain, as if the skull were too full. Silica. Headaches accompanied with small lumps the size of a pea upon the scalp. Listen to that. Nat Foss. When you have a headache on the front or occipital headaches, the occipital is in the back. Well, in a child, they're going to tell them that they've got, it's generational. Shut up. Okay, that occipital lobe is overloaded. That has to do with your imagination and all that good stuff. Here's, we'll just read there's all kinds of clinical cases too, because this is real people. This ain't, hey Keiko. That's what I'm saying, y'all ignorant people. It says Callie Foss in partial insanity from headache. A very interesting case came under my treatment. A lady, 55 years old, had such excruciating headache that she was partially insane. She claimed her brain was ruptured and running out of her eyes. A yellow-gray curd was exuding from her eyes. She had been suffering for some days. I gave her Callie Foss 3 to 6 times, which acted like a charm. In 2 hours, the dose was repeated, and the result was perfect relief. Some 4 weeks later, she had another attack, but not so bad. I gave her Callie Foss 3 times the first time, 6 times this time, and wishing to watch the case, I called in 2 hours. She said that was not the same medicine you gave me before. The action is barely perceptible. I then gave 3 times, and in 2 hours she was well. Now, I have always been in favor of high potencies, but this experience seems to indicate that quantity comes in as a factor. If so, it should be noted that 1 dose of 3 times is equal to 1,000 6 times. Okay. But anyways, you can get that. Well, I'm just saying. So, what would make more sense? And when you're burned and cremated, you know what's left in your ashes? All 12 mineral/cell salts. Yeah. Every one of those we just read, they're left in you. You're made of that, the plants and animals and everything. I can't believe it. This 30, 40-year-old shit doo-doo Disney brain's running around. Oh, don't listen to him. Do you see my $500,000 house? I went to school with him. He's a listen, every fucking town has somebody that's got it on lock with whatever, dump trucks, with houses, construction, and that same goddamn spirits in every town, and they go to the biggest churches, and everybody's just fucking fine, and it's a big damn stage. They've all been fooled. I love you.